every year at the big J.P. Morgan Healthcare Conference, the one we flew all the way out to San Francisco to cover, there are always a few companies that really stand out because they tell such fantastic stories. So who made it to the winner's circle this year? How about Dexcom, one of our faves? Here's a company that makes continuous glucose monitoring devices. It's a sensor you stick on yourself to measure your blood sugar. These things are rapidly becoming the standard of care for patients with diabetes because they're so much more convenient than constantly pricking your finger to take a manual reading. When Dexcom presented on Monday, the company pre-announced some fabulous fourth-quarter revenue numbers and also issued full-year guidance for 2019 that came in well ahead of what the analysts were looking for. Business is good, so it's no wonder the stock has rallied a spectacular 19% this week, but can it keep climbing? Let's take a closer look with Kevin Sayer. He's the executive chairman, president, and CEO of Dexcom. Get a better read on what's driving this outperformance. Mr. Sayer, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. It's good to be here.
Sir, I was looking for, these numbers are staggering, $285 million. You think revenue is going to exceed $331 million? That's the biggest beat I've come across this year.
It's a big beat, and it was a lot of work. But our new G6 platform is such a strong and powerful launch that people have spoken. Well, they really want the technology.
I think they've spoken because, as this great slide is entitled, "No finger sticks should mean no finger sticks." Explain that to us.
Our device is labeled for no finger sticks, and literally what the FDA labeling says is if your symptoms are different than what our number displays, you should take a finger stick. Or if you can't see anything on the screen, you should take a finger stick. Other than that, you can rely on the technology. And other technologies have not achieved that goal. We have the prime position with respect to sensor performance in this market.
Well, you're changing people's lives. We met with a lot of companies, and look, a lot of companies are trying to get chronic care for cancer. Most of the companies are. Some people are working on a couple of other things involving other parts of the body. This is an epidemic.
It's huge.
I mean, how many people can be screened that might have this that could really benefit from yours?
I think the big question, Jim, is how many shouldn't be screened. Anybody, when you get to a certain age, the risk of type 2 diabetes or prediabetes is very large. And over time, as we move our device into more of an analytics and diagnostic product, as our technology becomes more disposable and, again, easier to use, it should be part of every physical. Let's see what's happening with your glucose values. We have my glucose values. We've been talking about this on my phone today. I, for example, had a very big glucose spike because I was rooting for Alabama and was very upset. So I ate a couple of brownies, Jim. It was not a good thing.
Well, yeah, that was a cannabis moment for some people. There's a slide in your deck, G6 direct-to-watch capability. When I rewatched yesterday out with Tim Cook, I have the watch, I get the EKG. I can't imagine a better partnership, frankly, than Dexcom and Apple.
It's a very good partnership. Of our phone users, the largest portion of our users who use the mobile app use the iPhone and the iOS system. We're now working on architecture to send that signal directly to the watch so a patient doesn't even have to carry their phone. And with the new cellular watches, with our share capability, patients will be able to share that data with other people just wearing the watch rather than carrying the phone around with them. It's going to be a wonderful application.
I think that's terrific, but you also have a relationship with Google, with Alphabet, with Verily. A lot of people were saying, well, when is this Verily going to develop something? It sounds like they've got to develop a pretty good relationship with you.
We have worked very hard. We restructured our agreement earlier this year to make things a little clearer. We originally started with a long-term plan, and we're following that. The ultimate product we expect to launch with them is much smaller than the current product. It will have a longer life. It will be disposable. It will also be lower cost, so we'll have more flexibility to go to other markets. We're very excited about it. It's all hands on deck. We've announced a late 2020 launch of this technology initially with a full rollout in 2021, and we're working hard.
Well, how could it get smaller than this?
Electronics change dramatically over time, and we've learned a lot with this. For example, as you look at the size of this product, our current product offering, there's a transmitter inside of that sensor. The Verily product, all the electronics are built into one unit and one housing with the same connectivity, the same power, the same Bluetooth experience that patients have today. And we've been able to shrink this because that's what happens in the electronics world.
Well, I want to transfer that to humans. We don't talk enough on our business channel about what lives people save. We talk too much about earnings per share. You're saving some lives, particularly children's lives.
It is the most gratifying place one could ever work. I got a letter from a patient not long ago, a 6th grade patient who had to write about her hero, Spencer the sensor, and talked about the glucose sensor that saves her life every single day. And we go to banquets and stuff, and we all get hugs from strangers we've never met because of the wonderful work that our engineers, our team has done in developing this technology and get it out there. It's very gratifying.
Even just coming up, what you were telling me in the elevator in this building.
Just
right?
in the elevator, actually, where we're having our meetings. But yeah, somebody said, "You're from Dexcom? You saved my daughter's life." I mean, it's like that all the time. And this technology is just, it's what we always envisioned it would be.
Well, I also want people to know you can get automated email, SMS updates. Parents can get these things too, right? I mean, you've really figured out the way. I mean, look, there's Uber, okay? There's Airbnb, and then there's Dexcom.
We hope so. We have a bright, bright, big future across a number of markets, not just the market we serve today.
What, I mean, more than diabetes?
Oh, we think related to diabetes, but we believe glucose is a health sign as well. Ultimately, this product can become a product for prediabetes and a diagnostic.
84 million.
There's a lot of people that could be screened. That's a lot of sensors to build.
Well, look, you've done remarkable things, and thank you for all the people I know in the same thing, same position. You say thank you to when you see Kevin, because it's that great. Kevin Sayre, the Executive Chairman, President, and CEO of Dexcom, which was the winner, the best presenter at the whole JP Morgan conference. Mad Money's back after the break.